What's a god?
They're real if you believe in them.
So who are you?
You wouldn't believe in me if I told you.
This is my man, Shadow Moon.
I play Shadow Moon. He is an ex-con who's released from prison after 3 years, 2 days early because his wife is killed in a tragic car accident. So he's a broken man. He's an empty man. He has nothing left to live for because his wife was his world and she's gone. So he gets employed by Mr. Wednesday, played by Ian McShane, as a bodyguard and chauffeur. And so they travel around America kind of building this army of old gods to fight a war against an army of new gods. But Shadow doesn't believe in any of this. So at the beginning, he's very much a cynic. Even in his name, he's called Shadow because he's a shadow of his former self, of what he used to be. But he's also hopefully a shadow of what he's going to become. You know, so he's kind of like a leaf in a stream, and the current is just taking him along, and he's very confused, and he doesn't know what is real. And so is the world crazy or is he crazy? And that's his struggle. I started reading the book when I was auditioning, but my auditions were getting too much like Shadow from the book, who's very stoic, who's very internal. He thinks a lot. And on TV, you don't want to watch a man every week who thinks. You want to watch a real show. So they stopped me from reading the book because they wanted Shadow to have more layers, more charisma, to be more outspoken. So Shadow in a TV show asks more questions. He's more vocal, he's more real. Yeah, Neil Gaiman, he was involved in casting, in the scripts. He wrote the original book, obviously, in 2001. And he came to the first week of filming. So my very first scene with Ian McShane, Mr. Wednesday meets Shadow. Neil Gaiman was there and he told us how he got the idea for Shadow and kind of all the kind of little nuances that I needed to know. So he's a great man. He's a lot of fun. People don't notice, but he's got a great sense of humor. So he's very intelligent, but very funny as well. Brian Fuller is a genius. Between him and Michael Green, they've written an incredible script. You know, they've taken Neil Gaiman's book, which works as a perfect blueprint. So everything that's in the book is in the TV show, but things like characters like Mad Sweeney and Laura, who are only sporadic in the show, in the book, we're able to flesh out those characters and learn more about them. So when Mad Sweeney's here in the book at the beginning and he's in the book at the end, where is he in between? In the TV show, we see that. We're going to watch all that. So that's very exciting, and that's what the fans will really be able to enjoy. So there's a lot of stuff, you know, that's in the book, but Brian Fuller has been able to change the timeline of the book so that even if you have read the book, you don't know what's going to happen. And that's all because Michael Green and Brian Fuller are geniuses.
None of this feels real. It feels like a dream.
Things are never going back to the way that they were.
It will be glorious, win or lose.